folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and welcome back to my Toddler stuff review. So I've already covered the Create a Sim items in the first part, and now we're going to cover the objects. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fit the playdate into this video, because it does seem to usually take me a long time to go through each and every object. But if I can't, then I guess this review will become a trilogy. So let's start off with the styled rooms here. There's Party in the Pack, which is this one right over here. And it comes in these swatches. And yeah, it's a pretty nice one. It's got these director's chairs. I find that a little bit random that they put director's chairs into a Toddler stuff pack. I wouldn't have expected those until we got some kind of game pack or expansion that added a fame system into the game, but here we are. They're here now. But I don't know, it'll be kind of weird if the Celeb pack doesn't have one of those. Maybe it'll just look different. But let's move on to the next one over here, which is Family Picnic Spot, and it comes in these three swatches. And then we got the Playpen of Tiny Terrors, and that comes in these three swatches. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Giraffe floor, that's interesting. And yeah, this looks pretty nice as well. Yeah, it just basically gets the job done. It does a good job actually of showing off the new fence that we got in this pack. I think a lot of builders are going to use it. It's pretty cute, and yeah, I really like this outdoor one, so I didn't say much about it earlier, but yeah, it's pretty nice, and I really like the Canopy object, but we'll talk more about it once I get to showing off each and every object, which is actually, well, no, I'm not going to do it right away, because I'm going to read a few object descriptions as per tradition of my stuff hack reviews. So here's the one for the director's chair, the D-lister's chair. Straight from the back lot in Bridgeport comes surplus director's chairs, used in the production of films such as Diamonds Are for Sims, Simder, Sims of the Dead, and many more. And a fun fact, those movies referenced there are all movies that you can watch if you have the Movie Hangout stuff pack installed. So not only is there a nice backstory, but also some continuity, which I really appreciate. Let's go with this wagon. Cool Kids Cooler. Parents, don't do the heavy lifting for your next family picnic. Pack a meal into the Cool Kids Cooler and watch your little ones fight over the privilege of dragging the food along. Yeah, that's pretty funny. And then we got like these ones which are all called My Stumps. Definitely reminds me of a certain pop song. But what you gonna do with all these stumps? All these stumps you saved from the dump. My stump, my stump, my stump, my lovely little stumps. And actually, let's go with this light rope pole. Some say the light rope pole is used by nimble Sims to help balance themselves when navigating a tightrope. These people are wrong, or those people are wrong. It's a pole. It holds up the other end of the high wire light rope string lights. That's it. I'll actually show you how that kind of works. It's pretty interesting. Let's go with the ball pit. If you love your toddler, you'll make room for Bam Bam Bamco ball pits in your home. At least that's what the marketing department at Bamco would argue. Filled to the brim with colorful balls. Toddlers will dive right in and have a blast. It builds up movement skill. And it's only for toddlers. Unfortunately, kids cannot use this. Alright, so let's get into showing off each and every object. So I'll start with the director's chair over here. So I actually did lay out the objects with all of their swatches like this, so I can get through this a little bit faster than I have previously. Not for every single one, because some just have way too many swatches to fit onto this lot, but yep, those are all those swatches right there. I don't know. Yeah, I guess if you tried to put patterns on this kind of chair, it would be kind of weird. So yeah, you got just basic colors right here. But at least there's a lot of them. I'm sure Lazy Game Reviews will be happy with that. And then for chairs, we also got these pillows. So they're not just decoration. I'm used to seeing these as just decoration, but no, you can actually sit on these. The plump pillow pad. So those are all the swatches right there. Once again, they're pretty plain. I actually would have really liked to see some pattern ones, but nope, this is all we got, unfortunately. But at least there's an okay amount here. And yeah, I think I'll show off how the string lights work. So you got like this high wire light rope here, which is like most of the object here. But by default, when you place it down, it's just like that. And then you place this light rope pole on the end to connect it. So I'll actually just place another one right now to better demonstrate it. So just place that right there, and it's like, oh no, the lights are hanging in midair. And then never to fear, the light rope pole is here. So you just line this up. You don't even have to hold down the Alt key. It snaps in place. So that's pretty good. All right, so I'll just get rid of those. But those are just the 3 swatches right there. Not too many. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it would have been nice if there was one where like the poles were black. I think that would have been good. Let's move on to the wagon, which actually is a cooler. And unfortunately, yeah, the swatches here are fairly plain. I would have liked something maybe a little different, because it feels like the 3 swatches aren't, yeah, it just feels like they're not different enough. But the barbecue is right over here. This is pretty cute. I wasn't expecting a barbecue in the Toddler Stuff Pack, but it's basically for the parents to cook on, so they can like make food for their toddlers while they have their little play dates. And yeah, I don't really have any complaints about the swatches here. It's a decent amount, and you got like the basic ones, you got black and white ones, and yeah, pretty cool. And this is called the Quad Pod Grill. Alright, so then we got the picnic table, which comes in quite a lot of swatches. Some have some patterns on them, and most of them are plain. Then you got like this one with the rocket ships over here, the planets. Then you got ones with food on it, and then you got like one with balloons. Then you got this one with the plaid on it, which is kind of like a basic pattern that you'd expect to see on a cloth for like a picnic basket. Then you've got one with donuts, and then you got this one here with some kind of food. And then we got a new version of the toy box over here, and there's some really interesting swatches for this one. You can see there's this one that has a cat, and then you have this one that's a hamburger. Then you got this one, which is like some kind of food. I don't know. It reminds me of food, but it has the monster's eye on the front of it with a mouth. And then you've got the school bus that is not magic, but is still pretty happy. And then you got a police car over here. Oh man, this is taking me back to my childhood for sure. And then you got this one here, which reminds me of cake and or ice cream. And then you got one that's like a ladybug over here. And then you also got one with crayons. So yeah, some very creative swatches for this toy box. Really like it a lot. And let's see, I guess I'll start over here. So this is actually the new fence, and then with the gate on front of it. I'll go through the swatches for the gate here. And the fence, I'm pretty sure, has exactly the same swatches, just so it all matches. Yeah, because there's like that one over here that matches like with the fence over there. So you're all good to go with that. And then you got a new dollhouse over here, which kids can use, thankfully, but toddlers can use them too, just like the other base game ones. And it just comes in 3 swatches right here. Nothing too special in terms of swatches, but it's kind of cute in terms of design, where it's like a mushroom shape. And then you've got the My Stumps over here, which comes in 4 parts. And there's lots of different swatches, actually. So I just placed 2 of them just to show an example. But you got like this one over here, that's the panda's the default. Then you got like that one there. And this one here, it's like frog. You got like some more plain ones. You got a rainbow one. You got the monster one. Got this cake or ice cream one. And all the other ones, like, they have like the exact same swatches, so I don't need to really show off each and every one for that one. But what's interesting though is the part 2 right here only comes in this swatch. That's it. But initially I was confused by that. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. But actually it does, because this part 2 is meant to actually match up with like the smaller stump here with like the other parts here. So I was like, okay, I see what you're doing here. So yeah, it's actually not too big a deal in my opinion. Then we've got these cutlery sets with plates, and oh man, these are adorable. I really want to use these. So there's some plain ones, there's some patterned ones, and there's some void critter ones. I think there's actually more void critter representation in these, maybe like a couple more than what I saw in the clothes, but really love these. There's the Vulpes, which is rightfully the default one. And yeah, you got like Campos, Medusa, and some other ones, Canis, and then you got some plain ones, and you got some like pattern ones. So yeah, very cute, really like it. And also, yeah, the McDonald's one right there, the yellow and red. And okay, let's go to these balloons over here. This kind of takes me back to The Sims 1 with those the balloon objects in that game. But these ones are just decorative. I'm pretty sure they don't pop at all, which is good. I remember as a kid I had a phobia of popping balloons. I just hated the sound. But these are all of the swatches for him. Yeah, not really complaining about any of these. I do like that there's a black and white one, so it'll really work well for the black and white parties if you have the digital deluxe edition, the digital deluxe edition that comes with that extra party type. There's like one or two other ones, but the black and white party was the one I was thinking about. And let's actually go over here. We'll talk about the rugs. So there's like this this one that looks like the paint. Then you got like this very natural looking one. Then you got like this one. Got the one with the fish that we saw in the screenshots. There's this one here. It's like paw prints on it. And then there's the one with the butterflies. And there's this one that looks, it kind of reminds me of like those playmats I had as a child. Although that one was like the one that had like the roads on it. It was like a full town, but this is almost like a different version of that where it's like flowers instead of buildings and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty cute. And it comes in a very large size, which is pretty interesting. So if you have like a big play area in your library or something, then maybe you can use that. Then you also got these rugs right here, which come as one piece, which I find very surprising. I thought they were separate at first, but the reason they put these three together is so you can cover a large area. But I don't know, it's just like, okay, if I want to cover a large area, I would just place 3 individual ones of these, but oh well. And here are all the swatches for this. So there's some really themed ones, there's some pattern ones, and there's some plain ones. So yeah, I definitely got a good variety of choice here. And then let's go over here to the gameplay objects. So we've got we got like one of the versions of the jungle gym over here, where you got like the wheel and you got the tunnels that the toddlers can go in, and they can like peek out here, I think, and they can come out from this side too. And they can like pop out from the top. I remember seeing that in the trailer. And it comes in these 3 swatches. And then you got the full-on jungle gym over here, which has the slide and the ball pit attached to it. And it comes in the exact same swatches. And then over here, you've got the ball pit. There's been a lot of criticism with the ball pit, and I think it's rightfully so, because I guess we can take an even closer look at it in gameplay. You know what? No, I'll just do it right now. I'll just go into tab right now, because you can see, like, look at how flat those balls are, except for like a few that poke out. But my goodness, like I think this honestly looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. This is like PlayStation 1 quality right here. Like I don't know. I don't know why they did this. And I actually saw I saw an article from Sims community where they basically exposed the dev team because they allegedly used an image from Google image search that was pretty low resolution, and then they just like pasted it, then changed the colors a little bit. So it was like, whoa, like why? I mean, like I understand that if they rendered each and every individual ball as a model, it would have caused like a lot of lag probably, and then the toddlers would like poke through them and stuff, and it would look really awkward. But come on, they did not have to be this flat. Come on, they could have made them look. They could have given them a little more dimension, a little bit more round. So yeah, that's a huge letdown in my opinion. I'll still use them sometimes, but I'll try not to like be too zoomed in. Like, it's not horrible, I guess, from far away, but when you're close up like this, yeah, I think this is not good. It's better than custom content, I think, and you'll see like the ball pit move around and stuff. But yeah, I think they could have done better. I think they could have, even on a stuff pack budget. I think that could have been a bit better. Either that, or they could have just done a sandbox instead and put a better detail ball pit in a different pack sometime. But then we got the slide over here, and it just comes in those 3 swatches to match the others. And yeah, like with the ball pit, it does come like in the same swatches as the jungle gym, so I didn't bother like placing the default one because it is exactly the same. But yeah, there we go. Those are all of the objects. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything. Hopefully I didn't. I apologize if I did. I actually did miss one, and it's the canopy. The canopy is definitely worth talking about. So the canopy, you can actually place things under it. So you can like place this bed if you want to. I don't know. If you have spot A, just like place this stool under here. You could like place the yoga mat. Hold on, I might need to get rid of this to make some room for it. There we go. See, yeah, you can just like do some yoga under there. So that's really great. And I think this is another object builders are going to use a lot. And I think this looks great. There's lots of different swatches too. So there's like this one. They're all pretty plain colors, but they're kind of like they're like duotone. And yeah, there we go. That also suits like the black and white party right there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you know what? I am going to make this review trilogy and make the playdate a separate video because, well, I can already think like along the lines of like if I was recording a Let's Play, a playdate would probably be long enough to take up its own episode. That's like a full 15-20 minutes or so. Yeah, stay tuned for that as well. Man, this stuff pack is just that large. So, all right. So I'll sum up my opinions on the objects though, and overall, yeah, I think the objects are pretty good. Lots of different swatches. Some of them I kind of wish they had patterns like the pillows, but yeah, overall pretty good. There's some really creative swatches like the ones for the toy box right here, as well as the cutlery and the plates, and the canopy is also very noteworthy, I think. And I'm sure lots of builders will use this fence and the gate. But yeah, that ball pit though, oh my goodness, I already talked in length about it. But yeah, a little bit disappointing. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. So stay tuned for the final episode of this very epic trilogy where I do a play date and we can cover the gameplay objects in a more practical looking setting than this. So I'll talk to you all later and have a great day. Thanks for watching.